Doesn't look like that works. There you are. I was looking for you. I've managed to trigger the autopilot mechanism, but the airship still won't take off. Do you know why?
Maybe. I've got some idea. But you look like you're a pretty good mechanic.
Let's just say that since the start of the journey, I've managed to get by and get to know Hans Vorarlberg's strange contraptions.
Okay. I have a deal to make with you. I've been living in this dumb launcher site for years. And I've always said that one of these days I'm going to the stars on that flying wing. And I'd better make that trip before vodka stews my brain. But I gotta know how it works. And you look like you might have some clue at least. If you could help me get to the stars, I'll tell you how the airship works. What do you say? We got a deal?
Why not? I'll see what I can do for you. Comrade Boris, I need a few drops of your blood.
Excuse me?
To get the centrifuge going, we'll need to analyze the pilot's blood. If you're going to the stars, you've got to be in good health, you see? That's why I need a blood sample. It won't hurt.
There's two things a good soldier is always ready to do. Drop his pants and spill his blood. Go ahead.
I'll only be needing your blood.
My pleasure, ma'am. Ow!
Okay, I think I've figured out how it works. Get settled in and let's go. Colonel, are you all right?
Never been better. It's spinning a bit, but I am used to that. I'm a professional pilot. receiving me?
Clear as smog. Can you speak up?
I'm ready. Press the launch button.
Takeoff procedure engaged. Countdown commencing.
Colonel, you've forgotten to tell me the secret of the airship. What do I have to do?
The airship will need to be right up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff.
Doesn't look like that works. Hello?
What do you think you're doing, Kate? I wanted updates. I wanted results.
Certainly, Mr. Marson. We all do. Down on the ground, we're doing all we can, but there's no new developments.
Kate, I don't think you understand the urgency of this situation. Universal Toys are on my back and digging in. I can't hold them off much longer. You're putting the firm in a very tricky situation.
I am very sorry, but a slight mishap or two has meant that I've had to modify my mission temporarily.
Miss Walker, you're walking on a minefield here. I don't have to underline that this affair is Class A priority numero uno. Hot!
I am only too aware of that, Mr. Marson, and believe me, I am doing all I possibly can. But this mission is really no piece of cake.
You can have all the cake you want and eat it too when you get home. Next time I call you, I want something concrete, something solid. I want results. You understand? Results!
Yes, Mr. Marson. I don't need to do that. That is so beautiful. Good morning, sir.
Good day to you, ma'am, and welcome to the Hotel Kronsky. I don't expect you've made a reservation, have you? Well, no matter. We've got a few rooms left with a sea view. By far the best on offer.
Well, actually I wasn't counting on staying in Arrowbad.
I see. It's like that then. So, what can I do for you?
Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer sent by a major American law firm to take care of a delicate inheritance case.
Ah, very pleased to meet you, Miss Walker. Felix Smetana at your service. I'm the receptionist of this establishment. Between you and me and the brick wall, I often play the role of general manager here, too. These days the place ain't what it used to be.
This hotel is truly incredible, though. It's kind of sumptuous in an old-fashioned way.
You should see how sumptuous our suites are. For more than a whole century, they have accommodated some of the world's greats. Would you like to take one?
No, it's okay, thank you. I'm not staying. I've got to get away. I'm expected.
Right. Well, in that case, I don't see what I can do for you.
I want to meet someone who lives here.
That's very inconvenient. None of my customers said they were expecting someone. You can't just turn up like that. We've got a very strict policy. In this day and age, the hotel ain't too open to, impromptu visits from any Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Please, I absolutely must speak with her. It's very important.
If it was that important, all you had to do was ring the hotel. People come here to rest, you see, to get away from the world, which ain't turning so good these days. Don't let me keep you. Good day to you, ma'am.
Honestly, if I could have called, I would have called, but I couldn't. So please, can you bend the rules just a little, sir?
Ma'am, in this hotel, we don't bend nothing for no one. With respect.
Sir, I really could use your help.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but my helping hand only serves my hotel guests.
Well, let me just say that by helping me out, you'd also be helping out one of your very own guests.
Ma'am, I'm not to be wound around anyone's little finger. You hear?
Could you tell me if a certain Hans Vorarlberg has ever been here?
On a spa holiday?
Yes, that's it.
I'm sorry, but our hotel register is strictly confidential.
Come on, please. It's not like it's a state secret you're telling me here.
And if I just let you consult our register, what am I going to get out of it?
My eternal gratitude?
That's just what I was expecting. Adieu. as the French say, madame.
Usually I travel on this fantastic mechanical train. Haven't I seen some kind of a station here? Is it possible to arrive here by train then?
Of course it is. What were you suggesting? If I'm not very much mistaken, that's your air balloon I see getting blown to shreds in the hotel garden.
Oh yeah, the airship. That's a bit different. I just borrowed that to make the round-trip journey to Arrelbad.
Whatever. You better think about getting it off there, and quick. With that contraption on my lawn, some of my clientele might have a relapse.
It's a real shame that there aren't any guests at your hotel.
We had our moment of glory, but now it's all in the past. That's all.
Doesn't it make you sad?
Why should it? Once upon a time I met the greatest of the great. Now I got my memories. Sweet memories.
Well, thanks anyway.
At your service, ma'am.
The door's locked, but I've still got to get in there.
Attack! 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 Attack!
Sir? Sir?
Penalty!
Sir?
You again? You're beginning to really overstep the mark. I warn you, one more and I'm going to... But what the hell's going on over there? Why is it me gets hell to pay when there's already too much work to do?
Hello there.
Good afternoon, miss.
Are you the hotel barman?
My name is James, miss. James, the automaton nurse. I am not a barman.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to upset you.
If you don't mind, miss, I would appreciate it if you would just be a little more rigorous in the terms you employ in the future.
My name is Kate Walker.
Pleased to meet you, miss. You are not here for treatment, are you?
No, I'm not. I only want to meet Madame Romansky.
I would be delighted to serve you tea when Madame returns from her constitutional.
I don't want to impose. Maybe your mistress won't want to take tea with me.
Madame likes to complain for the sake of it. Believe me, she loves visits.
In that case, thanks for the invitation. I'm looking for Madame Romansky. Do you know where she is?
3:30 to 4:30 p.m., Madame Romansky takes her daily constitutional on the pier. Tea is served at 5 o'clock sharp.
Is it possible to go see her?
As you wish, but do pay attention to the salt wind.
Can you take me to Helena Romansky?
Not at this hour, miss. Madame will still be watching the sea at the end of the pier.
So?
Madame knows perfectly well that during this season I don't go down to the pier. My wheelwork goes dicky under the double corrosive action of the salt and sand winds. Listen, you can hear them sweeping up and down the beach and out to sea. We call it the salt wind here. It'll drive us all crazy one of these days.
Come on, just make a little effort.
No, I'll stay here and make ready for Madame in case she needs me. She can be so unpredictable, such violent swings of mood.
Have you ever heard of a Mr. Vorarlberg?
The name is not entirely foreign to me.
Really? You know Hans Vorarlberg?
That I cannot say, miss. Madame has forbidden me from talking about him and even mentioning his name.
Why?
Nostalgia, sadness, medication. Call it what you humans will. We never had this conversation, did we, miss? Madame would be very angry to learn that I know, and now you know as well.
Don't worry. Mum's the word. Do you know Komkalsgrad? I left my train there with its engineer. You'll never guess what. It's an automaton just like you. There's even a family resemblance.
Firstly, I would say that I do not know Komkalsgrad. Secondly, I have never taken a train. Thirdly, the existence of another automaton with such a degree of finesse as myself appears very unlikely. Madame has always assured me that I am a unique model, a gift from a former admirer.
Yeah, but you two really do look alike. And you know, I miss him.
Why is he not here with his train, then? I would never allow Madame Romansky to leave on her own.
It's a long story, but hopefully I'll see him again soon.
Such attachment is very touching, miss.
Well, I'm going, James. See you later, maybe.
It would be a pleasure to see you again, miss.
I don't need to use this console. Not yet. That door is locked. Darn it! That doesn't work. Just as I thought. I'm sorry to disturb you.
Yeah, I think I can thrust with my queen through there. Unless...
I can see that I'm disturbing you.
Hey, no, checking 2 moves. Maybe I'll squeeze him with my bishop instead. Nothing like a good squeeze from a bishop.
Okay, I wouldn't like to disturb you any longer. If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing. Madame Romansky? Madame Helena Romansky?
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you, ma'am. My name's Kate Walker. I've come on behalf of Frank Malkovich.
Ah, Microïds, the old son of a gun. Are you one of his relatives?
Not exactly. He's a good friend of my mother's. He told me you might be here in Arrowbad. I'm American, a lawyer.
To what do I owe your visit? You have come so far. It must be important.
Indeed it is. I have very delicate and pressing business to attend to. I have just left...
Later, my dear, later. I have a slight headache. This hotel masked a pinch so I have to go in. Please, could you be so kind as to call my valet?
Your valet? Of course.
You back here again? How dare you show your damn face round here? Get out of here immediately!
Please. I absolutely must find...
Miss Romansky! Oh, yes, I'm sorry. She managed to lie her way in here. Don't matter how vigilant you are, there's always one. But it won't happen again. She'll be out on her ear before you can say, I hope she hasn't upset you too much.
Oh, Felix. Stop being such a grizzly bear. This woman is my guest.
She's your guest? But that ain't possible. This vandal didn't even know you 3 hours ago.
Be quiet, Felix, before you offend someone.
Miss Romansky, please. This maniac turned up earlier and tried to wreck the fountain. If it wasn't for the...
I said enough, Felix. Please treat Miss Walker with the respect befitting one of my friends. Don't touch and don't swear. Have I made myself clear, Mr. Smetana?
Yes, yes, crystal clear, Madam Romansky. Please do accept my humble apologies.
Very good, Felix. You may go now.
No point weighing myself down. James, what are you waiting for? Don't tell me you didn't hear the bell this time.
The bell did indeed ring, but it is very windy outside, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit gusty. But what's that got to do with it?
Madam doesn't understand. She says an automaton doesn't need protection, but my insides don't like the salty wind. I'm afraid to go out, you know.
And if you wore my mask to protect you against assault, would that help?
Oh, most certainly.
Katie Pooh. So, have you met her yet? This Helena person? What's she like? Does she remember Frank?
Hi, Mom. Yeah, sure. I met her, and yeah, she's living in Arrowbad. You can thank Frank for me again.
I'll remember too, honey. So, what's Arrowbad like? Maybe Frank can take me there one day.
It's this seaside resort, Ma, but it isn't what it used to be. You'd be real disappointed.
Maybe you're right. So, when are you coming home? Is that mission all over then?
Not really, Ma. I still haven't found the heir I'm looking for to wrap up the case. Helena Romansky's a kind of detour here.
Listen, Munchkin, I get the distinct impression that you're being led up the garden path. Why don't you just come home, tell your boss this heir just doesn't exist, that you've done all you can, et voila. Do you want me to call him for you?
Ma, please, don't get involved. Looking for Hans Varlberg is what I'm being paid for. But I also just want to find him for myself.
Honestly, you're just as stubborn as your father. Don't complain that your mother didn't warn you.
Don't worry, I won't. It's a real honor to meet you, Madame Romansky. People have told me so much about you.
People still talk about me. Oh dear.
Of course. Everyone tells me how wonderful you were. How you were one of the greatest singers of the century.
Ah, so I was, my dear. But surely you didn't come here just to dig up the past.
Like I said, I'm a lawyer, and to tell you the truth, I don't know much about classical music. But after talking to Mr. Borodin and Mr. Malkovich, they really made me want to hear you.
Oh, you are too late, my child. 10 years too late. And how is dear Frank? Do tell me. Oh, I am still angry with him for leaving like that to America. Don't be offended, but I never suspected those cowboys actually have an ear for real music.
I don't think he sings much anymore. The odd gala, the odd charity event. Anyway, he sends his love.
Oh, his love. Do you hear that, James? There is someone who still loves me on the other side of the Atlantic.
Never said they didn't, madam.
What about this other gentleman? What is his name? Borodin? Do I know him?
Yes, you once sang in Komkalsgrad. An incredible recital, if the director's account is anything to go by. If you only knew how moved he still is. He's another one who still adores you.
I must confess that seeing one of my greatest admirers once more would do wonders for me, but... my voice. It is so... I couldn't.
I'm wrapped up in a case at the moment, and because of it I met a certain Mr. Sergei Borodin, director of the Komkalsgrad Industrial Complex, situated to the northeast of here.
I remember that factory. A sad city indeed. What am I saying? They all were.
Madame Romansky, this Borodin is one of your biggest fans. If you could come and sing for him there, it would make one of his biggest dreams come true.
Sing? Oh, my poor girl. I have not sung for years. Time has taken its toll. My voice is like the rest of me. Faded and wan, like my heart.
Oh, aren't you going a bit far there? I bet you've still got a great voice.
Oh, you are the sweetest cherry, my dear. I am not senile yet, but I look reality in the face every time I look in the mirror, and I can tell you, singing is something I did in the past.
Madame Romansky, please understand I would never have come so far to disturb you if I didn't really need your help.
I understand, my dear, but my health is failing me, as does my voice. Believe me, no one is sadder than I.
Strange. I get the impression that Hans Vorarlberg turned up here, too.
You know Hans Vorarlberg?
Not exactly. I'm looking for him to sort out this inheritance case, but I've had to snoop around in his past a bit to get on his trail, and I guess he's kind of a close friend now. You knew him, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I knew Hans Vorarlberg. Do you hear, James? If you had the chance to meet Hans. My Hans. Oh, my God. What has become of him? Where is he?
As questions go, madam, that one is not without certain complications.
I'm sorry, but I have no idea. That's the goal of my mission, to find Hans Vorarlberg. That's why I have to get back to my train as quickly as possible and to get out of Komkalsgrad.
And you cannot find him without the train?
The train is one of his last inventions. So is Oscar, the automaton engineer. I get the feeling that the two of them are going to lead me to him.
Did you hear that, James? I might see Hans again. I have dreamed so long of meeting my dearest sweetheart again. Oh, if only I could sing. If only I were in Paris, I would ask George for that miracle cocktail. The one that only he knew how to make. Wouldn't I, James?
Yes, madam. As you have frequently said, without that famous cocktail, your French tour would have probably been cancelled.
I don't understand.
An extraordinary tale, my dear. It was December, and it was terribly cold and damp. I had to play the role of Tatiana that evening at the opera. But since the morning, I had lost my voice. It drove me completely mad with worry. I don't know how George, the barman at the Moritz Hotel, heard about my affliction, but he brought me up a cocktail that he had invented. A strange concoction. But it turned out to be a miracle cure. My voice returned to me in an instant.
That's amazing. That's just what we need. We're going to mix you up a cocktail.
Ah, my dear child. It is impossible. George never told me the recipe of the drink. He loved to keep his trade secrets. He said it made him absolutely irreplaceable.
Well, I'm going to get George to tell me. He hasn't yet met with my powers of persuasion. Look, please, you absolutely have to come with me to Karlsgrad. It's the only way I'm going to get my train back and be able to carry on my journey.
Your train?
That's right. I've been traveling on this amazing locomotive with this automaton engineer. He isn't a million light years away from your James.
Do you hear that, James? And automaton? You have a twin brother? How delightful. And I thought I was the only person alive able to put up with such a peculiar butler.
Permit me to express my surprise, madam. Surely the fact that I remain in your service guarantees my uniqueness.
Oscar isn't my butler, though. He has a great independence of thought. Sometimes he does whatever suits him.
Just like you, James. Isn't that funny?
Madam will not be surprised to hear that she is strongly advised not to undertake a journey that, unless I am very much mistaken, will tire her needlessly.
James, only one of us will make that decision, and that person is me. I'm very curious to meet your automaton, my dear. Where is it?
He had to stay with the train in Karlsgrad. The director used his hands for the final touches on his pianist. It's the same pianist that will accompany you when you sing.
How quaint! Another automaton. And this one can even play along with me? Play for me? Ah, why does my voice abandon me so now?
You must have had a fantastic life. So exhilarating.
Ah, much more than you could ever imagine. I used to sing the finest melodies of the moment in the most fantastic theaters around the world. I have been hailed by kings and courted by princes. Grown men would sink to their knees when they heard the first notes of my recital. My voice could break crystal glass and hearts, many hearts.
I'm not surprised.
Then one day sickness steals away the gift life has given you. My voice started to betray me. I started to get migraines. My health failed. They sent me here to let the spa town weave its healing spell. I was only going to rest for a month, but then the month became a year and the years get longer.
But you look so healthy to me.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
I'll let you get a bit of rest. Thank you for listening to me.
It was a real pleasure, my child. You are a charming young lady, and simply talking to you has warmed my soul.
Hello, Hotel Moritz?
Reception here. Can I help you?
I'd like to talk to Mr. George. He's a barman at your hotel.
I'll connect you with the bar. Just a moment. Hello, hotel bar?
Hi, I'd like to talk to George, please.
George? You mean Mr. George?
Yeah, probably. He must have been a barman at the Moritz in the 50s.
Well, don't want to disappoint you, but Mr. George stopped working here quite a while ago. What was it about?
I've been told that Mr. George had a recipe for a fantastic cocktail, and only he knew the ingredients. I absolutely must know what was in it. It's a matter of life and death.
I'd love to help you, ma'am, but you see, old George, now he knew a lot of cocktails. One hell of a barman and one hell of a reputation. He did write down his recipes before he left, but if you can tell me which one you were looking for exactly?
I don't know. There are a lot of them, you say?
Yeah, the Paris Peking Shuffle, the Deep Green Secret, Boko Poco, Blue Helena, Red Mambo.
Helena! Yeah, that's the one. The Blue Helena.
Right, I'll take a look. Blue Helena, you say? Let's see. 1 measure of vodka, 1 measure of blue curacao, 1 measure of honey, a dash of lime, and ice cubes. Shake it all together, and Bob's your uncle.
Perfect. Thank you very much, sir. You have been most helpful to me. I wonder how that works.
My God! From what backwater of hell did you find this potion? Are you trying to poison me?
It's a blue Helena.
That is impossible. The blue Helena had a color that was like and an aroma like you understand? Its texture was not quite so. One thing is for certain: this is no blue Helena. Make an effort, my child.
Right. I guess I'll try out another mix.
My voice. My God, that is atrocious. Horrific. It was too good to be true. George's Blue Helena is powerless. Ineffective on the voice of an old woman.
But your voice is perfect. Don't be so down on yourself. You just need to warm up a bit, that's all. After all these years, it's to be expected.
No, I am very grateful for all your efforts, but really, I cannot go on stage with such a puny, pathetic voice. My performance would be so poor. I would get such bad reviews.
You've just got to get your confidence back. Hasn't she, James?
I must concur, madam. It sounds to me like your voice is fully restored.
James, be quiet. You are a sniveling little creep.
The Blue Helena really does have a magical effect. Your voice is sensational.
I am not convinced. If my voice has really returned, it is not ready. It is still not powerful enough.
I tell you, you're wrong. The Comcalls grad director is going to be amazed.
My dear, how little you know.
I remember a time, madam, when you would test your vocal prowess by breaking crystal tableware and decorations.
Ah, those were the days. Shards of crystal. I could never do that now. My voice. My God, what have I done? My voice has returned. Did you hear that, James? My voice has returned.
Your voice is still as magnificent as ever, madam. But please don't forget, you're no spring chicken these days. Time has taken its toll.
And you're not the toy boy you once were either, James. I hope you have fun on your own.
Madam, leaving you is quite out of the question.
Don't be stupid, James. What would you do there? Your place is here. You must prepare my return.
Madam, I won't insist. Adventure is not an integral part of my action functionalities. Maybe you're right, madam. As ever.
Do I understand correctly that you're going to go with me to Comcalls grad?
You do, my dear. We're going on tour, my dear. Anchors away.
I'll go back to the airship to prepare my departure. You can join me there when you're ready.
James! Take me to my room. I must prepare. Quick! Quick! What are you waiting for? My fans are waiting for me.
Are you sure you're sure about this, madam?
Shut up, James, and put your foot on it.
Hello?
Hi, it's me, Olivia.
Hey, sweetie, what's new? How was it at the Goldbergs then?
Like, alcoholic.
Is that all? What's up? Cat got your tongue?
Well, tell me what you're up to. How's the case going? How's that Romansky chick? You don't think it's dragging out too long?
I haven't had the time to get bored, I can tell you that, but Hey, Olivia, what's the matter? You didn't even answer my question. That's so unlike you.
Did I tell you I bought this really cool blue silk top?
Olivia, what are you hiding? Come on out with it. You've got me worried.
Oh, Kate, I'm sorry. I've done something horrible. I can't sleep anymore. I can't eat. I keep wanting to hurl.
Olivia, tell me what's going on.
Dan!
What about Dan? Has something happened to him?
You're gonna hate me for the rest of your life, and you'd be right. In your situation,
What?
After the Goldbergs, Dan took me home. We were a bit, we shouldn't have drunk so much. He came up to mine to have a nightcap, and then... Okay, you're gonna hate me. Please hate me.
I got it.
It's all my fault. I could never tell you that I've had the hots for Dan for ages, because you're my friend and you were engaged and all, but then we got so close lately, and I just lost sight of what's right and what's wrong. Kate, the guilt is killing me. I want to die.
Look, don't bust a gut over it. You and Dan, it's like not real right now. I gotta go, Olivia. I need to process this new bit of data.
Are you like some automaton or something? Kate, please.
I'm hanging up now. I want to be on my own.
Kate, help me. What is happening? What does this man want of me? He has gone totally mad.
Don't worry. There must be some way of getting you out of there, and I'm going to find it.
But do hurry up, my child. I am terrified he will return and become dangerous.
Be strong, Madame Romansky. You can trust me.
At last, young lady. I was beginning to be desperate.
I came as fast as I could. Now hurry! Get out of here quickly before that maniac notices. I've got to get Oscar's hands back. Are you all right, madam?
My heart has been put to the test here, but it just might hold up.
Let's go. Let's not hang around here.
Oh! But, my God! What has happened now?
Ha ha! Nice try, Miss Walker. But you are not strong enough. Not for me. So you can stop playing games now. Return the hands to me. And bring Madame Romansky back, or I shall not be responsible for my actions.
You don't scare me, you old lunatic. Helena, grab the hands and get back to the train. Tell Oscar to get ready to leave. I'm gonna find a way out of this lousy factory.
No chance. You will never succeed. Ha!
We'll just see about that.
I warned you, Kate Walker. I warned you.
Be careful, my child.
You too. And don't worry.
What on earth is going on? Why is this train not moving? This is not the time to hang around with that madman on the loose.
That is a bit of a concern. Don't worry. I'll take care of it. Oscar, I'm back. Let's get out of here.
What a pleasure it is to see you again, Kate Walker. Please take your seat with Miss Helena in the carriage. She simply is a charming lady. She helped me screw my hand back on. I must inform you, though, that regulations make no provision for supplementary passengers. I hope that you still have your ticket for Arrowbad.
Oscar!
Message received and understood, Kate Walker. Departure imminent.
Hello?
Kate, hi. It's me, Dan. Are you alright?
I'm okay now, yeah, thanks. But if I said that not long ago I was grappling with a mad music lover who wanted to kidnap an old forgotten opera star, but I foiled his plan and escaped through an abandoned mine, then I guess it's completely mad. You'd be proud of me, Dan. Real proud.
Kate, I don't understand a thing you're saying. I barely recognize you.
No, it doesn't matter. How was your day?
Yeah, of course. I went to dinner with the Goldbergs. I finally beat Bob at squash. The cleaning woman broke the vase in the entrance hall. Well, other than that, nothing new.
I see. Everything's cool, though?
Yeah, everything's, cool.
You're not missing me at all?
Oh, yeah, sure I am.
I had Olivia on the phone. She was a little upset. Nothing to say?
I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. It happened so quickly. I just totally lost control. I was so weak, so dumb. I can't imagine how you could ever forgive me. What a bastard I've been.
I don't know, Dan. Maybe I'm to blame somewhere in all this. Maybe I pushed you into Olivia's arms. I'm well aware that this trip has taken me far from New York and far from the Kate you once knew. And you know what surprises me the most? I don't miss it.
What's happening to us, Kate?
Maybe we've just realized we don't really love each other, Dan.
We can talk about it when you get back if you want.
I don't know, Dan. We'll see. What is it this time?
Large iron rods have emerged from between the huge legs of the giant statue. The track is now completely blocked.
But that's absolutely crazy. Will that madman never get off our case? I'm gonna see what I can do. Oscar, let's get the hell out of here. You okay, Oscar? Still in one piece?
Humor is a concept outside the scope of my functionality, Kate Walker. You should know that by now.
Oscar, come on, quit crabbing. We got out of that dingy city safe and sound, didn't we? And even with a certain style, I might add.
Style is the right word.
Hey, what are you doing on the platform? That's not like you.
I wanted to take a little air and dust away the cobwebs from my joints. This salt wind is terrible, though. I think it would be wiser to return to our nice, warm train.
Get a life, Oscar. You know something, Oscar? Despite all our mishaps and your grating personality, I think I'm gonna miss you.
Why? Are you leaving us, Kate Walker?
Yes. When I found Hans Vorarlberg, I'm going to have to go home to New York.
That's your decision, Kate Walker?
Oscar, can we get going now?
Really, Kate Walker? First, we have to wind up the train's mechanism.
Of course. What was I thinking of? Right away, I'm on the case. Oscar, the wind has dropped. Maybe you can come with me.
Kate Walker, a high-precision mechanism like myself has a built-in aversion to sub-zero temperatures.
You know, Oscar, sometimes I think we'll never find Hans Vorarlberg.
You have manifested a certain spunk and perseverance, Kate Walker. Please do not be discouraged. It's possible you are closer to your initial target than you currently imagine.
Yeah, maybe. I hope the train wasn't damaged in the explosion.
Do not worry, Kate Walker. I checked that everything was in order.
You really do think of everything, Oscar.
I do not think of water sports, Kate Walker.
The weather has changed since my last visit. The wind has dropped, and it has started snowing a little.
I was not fortunate enough to accompany you on your first visit, Kate Walker. You abandoned me to who knows what horrible fate in that creepy factory.
Oscar, do you know something? You're changing. You might not notice, but you are.
Change is outside the scope of my functionality, Kate Walker.
See you around, Oscar.
I'll be waiting for you, Kate Walker.
Mr. Felix, sir.
What can I do for you, ma'am?
I never thought that I'd travel so far away from home.
You're still young, ma'am. Open those big brown eyes of yours and see the world.
My eyes have never been so open, Mr. Felix. Well, I'm gonna hit the road again.
Would it be too much to ask where you're going?
Who can say?
Well, I wish you the best of luck, Miss Walker.
There's no way you could help me in my research, is there?
Once upon a time, but today, no way, José.
This might seem a little indiscreet, but I think that Hans Vorarlberg stayed here once, and I'd like to know if you've heard anything from him since.
It's not house policy to talk about the comings and goings of its clientele, but I will say that I have indeed not had the pleasure of doing dealings with Mr. Vorarlberg since he left the hotel a long, long time ago.
It's a real shame that there aren't any guests at your hotel.
We had our moment of glory, but now it's all in the past. That's all.
Doesn't it make you sad?
Why should it? Once upon a time I met the greatest of the great. Now I got my memories. Sweet memories.
Goodbye, Mr. Felix.
You haven't changed your mind, then? I could do you a good deal on the royal suite.
Thanks very much, but I really must be going. No point weighing myself down. Hello, Oscar.
Hello, Kate Walker.
You know something, Oscar? Despite all our mishaps and your grating personality, I think I'm gonna miss you.
Why? Are you leaving us, Kate Walker?
Yes. When I found Hans Vorarlberg, I'm going to have to go home to New York.
That's your decision, Kate Walker?
Oscar, I think everything's ready. We can go now.
Are you sitting comfortably? Then we can start the engine and get going. I'll be circulating shortly to punch your ticket.
Give me a break, Oscar.
Miss Walker! Miss Walker! Wait! Don't go yet!
Mr. Felix, what's the matter now? Has something happened to Madame Romansky?
No, not at all. Our favorite diva's fine and dandy, but there's a package for you at the reception. I said to myself, Felix, maybe she's got to have it before she goes.
A package for me? But that's impossible.
But it's got Miss Walker written on it, clear as day.
Why didn't you tell me about it earlier?
It's only just arrived, like.
Oh, and, well, who delivered it?
I don't know. I just took my eye off reception for a moment. The game was on, you see, and there it was, on the counter in reception. Come and get it.
Okay. Hello?
What the hell are you up to, Kate?
Mr. Marson, please, do try to understand.
Understand? What I understand is this. 1. Our main client is ready to drop the whole caboodle if the deal isn't tied up in the next 24 hours. 2. This is going to cost the firm multi-dineros. And 3. I made a serious error of judgment trusting you with this case. That's what I understand.
I know it doesn't look like it, but...
No buts, Walker. You're looking for a senile old creek and you're making heavy weather of it.
You know, he isn't as senile as all that. He's got this creative streak.
Look, drop the mumbo-jumbo. I don't want excuses. I want...
I've got to go, Mr. Marson. I think I'm onto something.
Hello, reception here. Felix Massana at your service. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Yes, she's right here in front of me, ma'am. Immediately. Please, be my guest. Miss Walker, Madame Romansky would like you to join her at the hotel bar as quickly as possible.
I'm going. Madame Romansky, you wanted to see me?
There you are, my dear. I wanted to talk to you before you leave. I didn't want you to get the wrong idea. Despite our mishap in Konkosgrad, I'm very grateful to you. You helped me to forget my life here and this dead beach where I stroll up and down all day, getting more and more bored.
So much the better.
Time passes so quickly. One day you are at the peak of your glory. You think it is going to last forever. And then one day the bubble bursts, and you are washed up and forgot.
Madame Romansky, don't be so gloom and doom. It doesn't suit you.
And if there is no one left to help you out, you start to sink into a long, dark winter.
Perhaps you should rest now. We've had a trying time. It's been emotional. You must be tired.
When I returned here, Hans gave me such a taste for life. He too was ill. He coughed. He must have spent too long at the factories, breathing in their smoke. And then he was better. And he left. And I stayed with my memories.
Hans Vorarlberg?
Hans Vorarlberg was so full of joy, so carefree. He was a little simple of spirit, of course, as they say. He was a child who made fantastic toys. I think that maybe I loved him.
God alone knows where he is today.
The plane with the hotel supplies has arrived. Maybe you should take a walk outside.
I don't understand.
I am old. I am tired. I have been very pleased to meet you, Kate Walker.
Goodbye, James. Do look after Madame Romansky.
That is all I ever do, miss. May fortune follow your every footstep. The snow is a good sign.
Really?
The snow chases the wind away and covers the salt and sand on the ground. The air becomes purer and still. Ideal conditions for a constitutional.
Great. Thanks for everything, James. I don't need to do that again. Good morning, sir. Mr. Vorarlberg? Hans Vorarlberg?
You've brought the train, then. That's good.
Mr. Vorarlberg, you have no idea how pleased I am to meet you at last. I'm Kate...
Where is Anna?
Your sister has passed away, Mr. Vorarlberg. I am sorry. Truly sorry.
Ah, okay. Otherwise, it's Anna who would have come, right? Not you.
I guess you're right, Mr. Vorarlberg. My name's Kate Walker.
Kate Walker? Okay, I'm going away on the train. A long way away.
Where's that?
That way. Syberia.
Syberia. I'm sorry. Mr. Vorarlberg, I've been ordered to tie up the buyout of your factory in Valladolid. It's, my job, you understand.
Anna told me. The automatons. That's over now, isn't it?
Mr. Vorarlberg, The factory belongs to you now, and I need your signature to tie up the deal.
Okay. Then I'm going away on the train.
Here's the sales contract. I'll give you some time to look it over. Your sister already agreed to the terms. All we need now is your signature. What? You've signed just like that? Without reading it?
I can't read. I don't know how to.
Oh. In that case, I'll read it for you.
No, it's okay. Leave it. I've got to go away on the train, Kate Walker.
As you wish, Mr. Vorarlberg. And let me wish you a very pleasant journey. Yes?
Listen, Walker, I've decided to send over some backup.
No need, Mr. Marson.
What do you mean?
Hans Vorarlberg has just signed. Everything's hunky-dory.
Are you saying that...
Yep. That Vorarlberg Manufacturing is now the exclusive property of the Universal Toy Company.
But... that's great news. Good work. Excellent work, Walker. A real masterstroke. I knew I could count on you, Kate. I congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
Right, now get back here as quick as you can. I want those papers on my desk tomorrow. My secretary will organize a meeting with Universal Toys immediately. You'll no doubt want to hand over the contract yourself. And now that I think of it, I've got no one on the Schwann Airport case. Big trial coming up. A real opportunity. The job is yours. My little way of saying thank you, Kate Walker.
You're too kind.
You have a great career as a lawyer ahead of you, Kate. See you tomorrow. Well done again, and don't lose those papers, huh? Now that would be the dumbest thing.
Sure. Real dumb.
Kate Walker?
Yes, Mr. Vorarlberg?
Are you coming on the train too, Kate Walker?
No. That really wasn't in the plan. But thanks for offering. This adventure's all over for me now, Mr. Vorarlberg.
Too bad. Silly, really. You don't like adventure, do you?
I don't really... I mean, maybe there's... It's not easy to say.
Yes?
I have to go back to New York. They're waiting for me there, you understand?
I understand. The plane. It's going to New York too, maybe.
Maybe. I suppose I better go find out.
Yes. It's more sensible. Maybe. See you later, Kate Walker.
Yes. See you later, Mr. Vorarlberg.
Thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked this, like, comment and subscribe for more. Have a nice day.